This is just ridiculous music. I don't know if I can do this.
This music is awesome. Shut your whore face.
I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can. All right. With a sudden jolt beneath your feet, you all feel the Skyreach castle land in the spine of the world. You're surrounded by these sharp, jagged mountains piercing up towards the sky. The cold, brisk air stings your lungs as you breathe. But you guys were able to stop this treasure hoard from reaching the Well of Dragons, where the Cult of the Dragons plan on raising Tiamat from her hole in the Nine Hells. You guys parlayed with Blagothkus, the Cloud Giant King. And in doing so, he allowed you to keep some of the magical items that you found within the treasure hoard.
Even though we were promised to keep the castle.
You were promised to keep the castle by someone who didn't own the castle. And you guys didn't kill the current owner of the castle. So...
Oh, I like that guy.
Unless you want to go back to that.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
I mean, we can always go back.
No.
The castle lands. And currently, you are all nursing your wounds. Feeling the fresh air of a new day. And you're sitting there together pondering what's next. It's pretty crazy. You guys survived a dragon fight. Giants nearly killed you all. And you're in a flying castle. Make a perception check. Whoever would like to.
Oh. I rolled natural 9. What do I have? Perception. 14?
14.
You got a 6.
I got a 6.
Plus?
2. 8.
Got a 14 and an 8 so far.
What about you, Jansire and or Limper? All right, Limper. You hear the cry.
16 for Jansire.
Okay. Jansire and Limper both hear the cry of a raven. And you look up towards the sky as it takes about a minute to fly closer and closer. It lands just a dozen paces from you. And then it boldly hops closer. There's a flat parcel wrapped in oilskin strapped to its belly. It eyes you enigmatically for a few moments. And then it speaks in a familiar voice. Leosin Erlanthar sends his heartiest congratulations. Please use the gift this bird brings to meet me in Waterdeep as soon as possible.
Thunderfeet's there. Thunderfeet is there.
Who's this guy again? Guy that gave us a mission. Anyhow.
Do any of you remember? and can fill
He
him
was
in.
the guy who had originally sent us on the quest, right?
What was the name again?
Leosin?
Leosin. Leosin what?
Yep.
Leosin Lanthar. Tapped into the
Like,
chat for you.
That is. He's from
don't
Green.
have.
See, he's a
You
paladin.
guys, no, he's an elf monk.
Never
He
mind.
was captured by the Cult of the Dragon, and he was tied up in the Raiders camp, if you remember that period of time.
Oh, yeah.
You guys freed him while almost dying to Langdarosa Cyan Wrath, the blue half-dragon champion. Remember the one that would breathe lightning, nearly killing you all?
Woo.
I remember the baddie, but not where.
I don't think you were part of
I
it.
remember the pain, but not the reward.
Jansire, you shouldn't remember anything.
Oh, yeah, true. I guess I didn't really exist back then.
Yeah, but the bird's sitting there waiting patiently with its leather parcel.
I take and read the parcel.
Make an animal handling check.
What? I thought he was just giving it to me.
I don't think the bird
8.
recognizes you.
Well, I
8?
got an 18.
Ooh, I wanna.
An 18?
Yeah.
As you reach for it, the bird hops onto your hand and travels up your arm and is resting on top of your head now.
Did I get the paper?
You're able to reach up. You find you open up the parcel, and
I say thank you.
in it is a parchment scroll.
Well, I'm gonna read it.
You open it up, and it's a bunch of arcane runes that you don't understand.
I point it at Limper and say, "What is this shit?"
Limper, make an Arcana check.
I was really hoping you would say liver because it's
Limper, you're muted.
It's because we can hear everything that he's doing. 17. All right. Limper, after a minute of studying this scroll, you recognize that this is a scroll for the spell Teleport. And you also recognize a sigil sequence of a permanent teleport circle in Waterdeep.
Yo, let's go!
Limper's. I don't.
All right, he tells
Let's
you.
do this.
I tell
Well, who can do this thing?
it.
So, Limper, he communes to you guys that he believes he can use this scroll. And as he gathers you all close, and he picks up a rock and begins to scribe a circle on the ground, ushering you all within the circle. And then you hear him start to speak the arcane words. It sounds almost like gibberish. But as he reads from the scroll, you see the light coming from the written arcane runes shine brightly on his face. And when he finishes, you see the scroll burn up in a blue flame and turn to ash. And as it does, the circle around you lights up with a blinding light, and there's a crack in the air. And when you all shut your eyes to not stare into the blinding light. You open them up again, and you find yourself in Waterdeep.
Hey.
There's a room. You guys are in a stone room. There's 4 guards standing around you. Below your feet is a what you guys now recognize as a teleport circle. The arcane energy slowly dissipating from it. Its light fading.
Yeah, politely greet the guards. Say, hey guys, how's it going?
It's good to see you. Just state your
You
business.
too, man.
And
My business is I need to retrieve a horse that was at Southgate. It's a brown pinto named Fender.
don't listen to her. We're here for business. We're here.
That is also business, but yes, thank you.
The business of death.
Which
they are
we
with.
did our job. Oh hey,
You hear.
you.
You hear
Hey,
something.
you person.
They are
Leo.
with. They are with me, and before you comes a. Before you comes a. A man, half elf.
It's Leo.
Carrying a familiar staff. You all see before you Leosin Erlanthar.
Hey, bud.
I see there's a few new faces here. How do you do? I am Leosin.
Yo, what up, dog? Straight up, G.
You know him.
Yeah, I know who my G is, dog.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm Dirk.
Nice to meet you, Dirk, and the Tabaxi fellow back there.
I am Jansire, your lord and savior, but you can just call me Buddy.
Oh, nice to meet you, buddy. And how? There was another, the rude fish man.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
being pickled.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Pickle.
Where are the whereabouts of said fishman, I wonder? Where indeed?
Well, we can't all expect to make sacrifices in this war that we
Think I
are
was
in.
gonna die? Think I was gonna die?
Did who die?
Did you think I was gonna die?
Well, no, I guess not.
Yo, straight up.
I expected some of the less hardy folk to have a harder time. It's good to see you, Sir Gnome.
Oh, he just called you a bitch.
Whoa!
Leo, send out your roast and limper.
But by the way, a council is being called. Some of the most powerful factions of the Sword Coast are recognizing the significance of Tiamat's possible return. And they are willing to cooperate with each other to prevent it. You are all cordially invited to this council.
Yo,
It is
straight up.
This is the first time something like this is being called for.
You'll bet the devil.
Even for orders and organizations that have been in conflicts in the past, the enemy of my enemy is easily understood.
Or at the very least tolerated.
Yes. To coordinate some of their efforts, the factions have sent important delegates for these secret meetings here in Waterdeep. So, you guys have earned your right at the council table due to the accomplishments you have all made.
Well, it's nice to have some appreciation, I won't lie.
What's the deets?
The deets are, and he begins to walk you all outside of this building. It takes it's about a 5-minute walk, and he explains how different factions and their delegates have been brought to Waterdeep. If you guys want to write down your notes real quick, I can list off some of them. So, where is this? There it is. Introduction. So, he explains the secret society of the Harpers, which he is a member of, as well as Sheon is a member of. He is the he himself is the what's it called, representative for the Harpers, as well as the Order of the Gauntlet. And you guys already know the representative of the Order of the Gauntlet as Onthar Froom.
Onthar what?
Onthar Froom. Who was the human paladin that you guys met and had a drinking contest with. And then I believe it was Alberto and Abraham got in a fight at the bar, and he doesn't think too highly of you.
That doesn't sound like me.
But since hearing of your accomplishments, he has Leosin explains that he has changed his opinion slightly of some of the characters in the group. He also explained... actually, let me see if I can find some of these people pictures so that you guys have... How did I spell Ontharr Froom? I just spelt it and I forgot how. Yeah. Sorry, he's a dwarf, not a human. I forgot. But you guys remember Ontharr Froom, right?
Yep.
You do now.
He says that the Emerald Enclave has gathered. It's a single representative, a half-elf that no one has really met before. As the Emerald Enclave typically keep to themselves. They're made of druids, rangers, and barbarians, typically, that travel through the wilderness. You guys... I'm trying to find a picture. I don't know if they have a picture of them, unfortunately. I wish they did. Nope, I don't see it. Yeah, I don't see him. Unfortunate. But his name is Delan Winterhound.
So what faction is he?
From the Emerald Enclave. Rumors are he will be there. And then, of course, there is the Lord's Alliance, which will be represented as well. And Alberto, you know that the Lord's Alliance is not a metaphor. It's literally an organization that was created and led by leaders and nobles from across Faerun, so the entire continent. And although many of the members have conflicting goals and long-standing rivalries, they band together to face events that are too big for any of them to handle on their own. So it includes the rulers of Waterdeep, Silvery Moon, Baldur's Gate, and many other cities, families, and trading houses of the Sword Coast. And the representative for the council is Lady Layrel Silverhand. She's one of the most legendary and powerful wizards that's ever graced Faerun. She is getting older in her age, but no one questions her. Her
Except for her preferences. Except for her preferences.
Yeah. And then there's also Lord Daggelt Neverember, which most of you probably know as the leader of Neverwinter.
Daggle member?
Neverember. Daggelt Neverember. I'm typing these into the chat for you guys. And then there's Ambassador Conrad Brawnanvil. Who is a dwarf and the former king of Mithril Hall. And he has made the long journey from Mithril Hall to act as the Lord's Alliance delegate for the dwarves of the north, including the Citadel of Adbar and Citadel Felbar. Of course, who can forget Marshal Older Ravengard, who is the leader of the Flaming Fist. Leader of the Flaming Fist, which is the private police force of the city of Baldur's Gate. Though Baldur's Gate has been recovering from the havoc caused by the resurrection within the city of Baal, a god of murder, the city still remains one of the Faerun's most populous, wealthy, and powerful cities. And Ravengard, it is the leader, and it's his duty to protect the city above all else. And of course, King Melandrach. I hope you guys are writing this shit down.
Doing my
I'm
best.
trying.
Jansire doesn't know how to read.
King Melandrach is an elf, and he's the king of the Misty Forest. He's the delegate for the elves of both the Misty Forest and the High Forest. So after him is Tairn Thunderspell's Hornblade.
What a name!
Somebody watch over Shay, make sure she doesn't do anything crazy.
I'm just going to kill him and just take his name.
Thunderspells is a old human wizard. Some say that his life is unnaturally long. He served many years as a high mage for the city of Silvery Moon. He eventually ceded control to Methramar, leader of the city's army and son of the famous ruler Alustriel. So even though Methramar, I'm about to type his name in. Even though Methramar remains the leader of Silvery Moon and a member of the Lord's Alliance, he sent Tarn Thunderspell's Hornblade to the council because he believed he is the most wise of and most capable of making a great decision. Next is Sir Istaval. Sir Istaval is a former adventurer and a purple dragon knight of Cormyr. One of the few legendary dragon slayers of his day. He's older in age now, and he has been his battle scars and his wounds from those fights with dragons have left him a little hobbled. He definitely doesn't move as easily as most folks would. He bears a wound in his leg that resists magical healing and has to now walk with a cane that he's actually made from the bone of the green dragon that dealt him the injury.
Pretty metal.
Yeah.
I would like him to sound my flute. But
So, that is where we are now. As he explains all the politics to you, all the different representatives, you guys are walking through the streets of Waterdeep, which seems very familiar to you. And suddenly, there's a shift in the wind that brings with it a strange sense of unease. The feeling is akin to the drop in air pressure before the approach of a deadly storm, or faint tremors felt from a landslide or earthquake far away. You're not the only ones who've noticed. The city around you goes unnaturally quiet suddenly. No dogs bark, no birds squawk. Even the street vendors have gone silent. The silence lasts only a moment before the normal sounds of Waterdeep return to mask the unexplained sensation.
That shit was tight. What happened? Hey, yo, you guys see that? No? Guess it's just me.
I'm gonna ask. God, where'd it go? I'm gonna ask Hornblade if he knows what that was.
So you guys aren't at the council yet. Leosin's just been explaining different people to you.
I'm gonna ask Leosin what that was.
It's been happening more and more lately. There's only rumors to what it, and then you see a woman approach. She's wearing these noble attire, very clean, holding her hands palm to palm together in front of her. And she interrupts Leosin and says, "The disturbance that's been sensed across the Sword Coast is the Drakhorn, an ancient device whose sounding alerts dragons across Faerun that great events are unfolding. It's impossible to say what the sounding means, but the dragons hear it clearly and will eventually answer its call."
Well, that's not good for anybody. We just fought one of those things, and that thing about had us done.
So we don't know what it is. We just know that it'll activate and screw us over when it does come up.
It's a horn. A magical sounding horn called the Drakhorn. My name is Dala. Dala Silmerhelv.
Yo, what's up, Dala?
That name seems familiar.
Yes, well, you must all be the adventurers coming back from the Flying Castle, I presume?
Yeah, that was fun.
Yes, well,
Are you with the council?
I am on my way there now.
Well, so are we. And I'm gonna reach out my arm so she can walk along and grab it.
She does so. Do you currently smell?
Probably not. Probably not. I think I got cleaned up on the castle. And the only time I got stunk up, like definitively, was when a skunk hit me, and that was a long time ago.
Yeah, well,
So I think Dirk's looking all right.
Dirk's looking all right. She takes your arm.
Dirk's looking good. He's feeling good.
Okay. So you guys walk through the streets of the City of Splendors.
And I have my Champion of Waterdeep belt on, by the way.
Oh yeah, you do. And as you pass by, you hear the whispers of, "That's the champion. Look how manly he is."
I'm his manager. Hey.
Jansire would like to roll his eyes at these comments.
Didn't understand any of that.
I'm gonna start going. Back off. I'm his manager.
You're like a local folk hero.
Back off.
I know.
There's a crowd of small children following you.
I shoot them.
Dala leans over. She says,
No. Oh, no.
You have quite the presence here in Waterdeep."
Hello?
I am the
Hello.
Champion of Waterdeep.
Hello? Can you hear us?
Okay, yeah, sorry, my computer went to sleep and shut down everything and panicked. Okay, we're good.
So, Leosin escorts you all to the Lord's Palace. And through some doors and then through some hallways, you're led to a secret chamber. And you see already the outer galleries are packed with nobles engaged in heated debate. The guards here are wearing livery from city-states across the north. Leosin turns and tells you all, I must leave you here, but Vermalia Haventree shall inform you all of your agenda and the reason you have been summoned. And he makes his exit, and I will see you during the first session. And Dala pats your arm. Dala pats your arm, Dirk, and says, I must be getting to my seat as well. It was very nice meeting you.
Keep
I
you making
smile
moves.
politely.
She walks away, and you catch her glancing back at you.
Oh, I know I do. Wink.
You say wink when you wink?
No, that was an Dirk winks.
All right.
Shay's like really obviously like trying to hype you up, like around the corner, like thumbs up and like pretty smile and everything.
I want to be off trying to cut like a book deal with.
So, you guys are ushered to your seats, and as you begin to sit down, you hear a voice say, "All rise." All rise.
I rise and I nudge Limper, tell him to rise, even though he's already standing, but it doesn't look like his.
Dallas, you don't sound good.
Jansire also rises, though his tail twitches in the wind.
I don't think Dirk ever sat down.
I stand up and I let out a huge fart.
Oh no!
All rise for the open lord of Waterdeep, the Lord Protector of Neverwinter, and leader of the Lord's Alliance, Lord Daggelt Neverember.
Sorry.
What the fuck was that?
It was me farting.
Everyone in the council is now staring at Alberto.
Sorry.
I request
Walking up
to another.
to the dais is a tall, broad-shouldered, with a thick beard and wild mane of hair, a large man stands before you all.
Hot.
Ooh, Daddy.
In his one hand, he holds a glass which you assume is full of a strong spirit. And he looks at you all across the room. Looks at Alberto. Good evening.
Hello.
Thank you all for attending
You're
this
welcome.
first council of Waterdeep. Now, we are all gathered here today to decide what actions must be taken against the Cult of Dragon. They have been making their way through the lands of Faerun, laying waste to villages and towns, stealing what treasures they might find. For what is rumored to be the resurrection of the Queen of Dragons, Tiamat. This information has been brought to us by the Harpers and Leosin Erlanthar. And you guys see Leosin sit up from his chair.
I very, 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 very enthusiastically cheer.
I join in.
Woo!
Yeah, Leo said. Woohoo!
Jesus.
That's my dude. Woo! The guy that farted real live. Yeah, that's my dude. Woo!
Yes, that is the seems to be the case in point. But
All the points.
Go, Leo said.
we have struck a blow recently against the cult,
Now you tell him.
and we have these adventurers to thank. And he gestures his hands towards you all.
Nah, it wasn't nothing. Just killed a couple dragons now.
This band of
Dirk-
heroes stopped.
Dirk waves with both hands.
You hear the murmurs. That's the champion of Waterdeep.
Hey, you want to talk to him? You gotta talk to me. $100 per autograph.
He must be the leader. What a handsome man. And
I smile and nod.
That's gonna be extra.
Don't listen to him. That shit's free. I love my fans.
Leosin, with his hand gesture towards you all, says, yes, it was these heroes that recently stopped the treasure hoard from reaching its destination, which is rumored to be the Well of Dragons. We don't know where this location is, but we do know that that is where they are planning to revive Tiamat. Do you all have anything to add?
Tiamat,
yeah.
be good.
Yeah, doing stuff like this is expensive work. It'd be nice to be able to buy new armor and stuff like that. So if you guys could pitch in a little, that'd be great.
I step in front of Alberto, and I say to the crowd, well, we might have done one thing that we haven't told you about. We did kill Resmir, and we did mess up the alliance between the Red Wizards and the Cultists and the Giants.
And I'm gonna step in front of Dirk and be like, yeah, we did all that, and then donations are accepted.
So, please, Lord Neverember exclaims, please, tell us what exactly you have done in your adventures to harm the Cult of the Dragon.
Well, we stopped
Bless
their
you.
ship. Well, we delayed their shipment, and we killed their dragon. Well, one of them. That one was an asshole.
The world is
And-
full of dragons.
Well, this one was a doozy.
Killed the leader.
And I gesture at the dragon tooth hanging by my necklace, because I'm that cool, and I have a lot of accessories apparently at this point.
What's their fucking... We killed...
Anyhow, Resmir's dead. Their shipment is slowed down.
Resmir.
Resmir.
Resmir, the black dragon lady. Here, we've got her sword and her mask, and I gesture for Alberto to show his little trinkets. Oh, and her sword talks and is always trying to get the person that has it to kill people. So take that into account.
You hear murmurs go throughout the room. It seems that most of them agree that the Skyreach Castle needed to be stopped.
Well, we stopped it.
But Lord Neverember says, and what of this this castle? Where is it now?
I assume it took off?
Much like
Well-
Well, wife flew away.
Wait, where were we when we got dropped off?
Like, it's somewhere. out
Where
there.
were we when we landed?
We never landed. We teleported.
I thought we landed and then we
Oh,
teleported.
Yeah, the throat of the spine of the
The spine of the world. That's where it is. Well, at least where last was, which wasn't that long ago, so it's probably still there.
yeah, he also wants to like revive Tiamat too. So we should have probably killed him too. But that's not our fault.
I thought it was just the cult that wanted to do
No,
that.
the giant wants to also revive the dragon.
Right. The
You-
giants want to bring Tiamat back too.
You guys hear the mumbles of Limper below you, trying to talk over you guys, but
We all think these are our ideas and we're remembering this, but we're just hearing Limper, but we're not like comprehending.
yeah.
I feel Limper tugging on the back of my cloak, and then I shoot back up and go, "All right, Blagothkus."
But who is Blagothkus?
He's dead. That's who he is.
No, he's
Wait, I
not.
thought
Oh, he's alive,
Blagothkus.
that's who he is.
Yeah, that was the problem that we established, that he is alive.
Oh yeah, Lagakis is the one that's the one to bring back Tiamat. Yeah,
Blagothkus is a giant king, and he was friends with the cult, and we messed that up. He was kind of a fake friend to begin with, so it wasn't that hard, honestly. But yeah, so now the cult is delayed.
King my ass! And
Exactly, that's what I said.
you guys hear shouts from down the hall, a deep booming voice. And you guys hear giant footfalls as a large frost giant makes his way down the hall. I'm
going to say-
Harshnag.
I'm gonna say hello in giant, because I can speak giant. Very politely.
He stands behind the bleachers and everything of the council, and he exclaims, "I am Harshnag. I am from Mount Sar, north of Waterdeep. And the Skyreach Castle belongs to my people. I demand the Citadel's return on behalf of my kin."
Well, I ask him in giant, how would we go about that?
Are you saying you don't have control of the castle?
Not entirely.
So you say you stopped the treasure hoard from reaching the Well of Dragons, but you left the treasure hoard in the hands of the treacherous King Blagothkus.
Hey, we just met the guy, but, you know, you seem to have good judgment. But, yeah, he's still got the castle.
We are the original creators and masons and constructors of the Skyreach Castle.
Masons, you say? Interesting. I have a weird relationship with that profession.
I bet you do, Catman. So, you don't have control of the treasure hoard, and for all we know, it could be anywhere in the land of Faerûns.
Alright, throat of the world, specifically.
Spine of the world.
Spine of the world, specifically.
Well, can you bring it here?
No.
Dude, look at us. If there's a castle, can you bring it here?
Yeah, why don't you do it?
If I was aboard the castle, I could bring it here.
Then do it!
Well-
You won't.
Excuse us for not being castle pilots. But
These are no heroes, they are fools.
You're a fool.
And you hear whispers begin to
Hey, nerd, why don't you go
across
to the castle if you're so fucking sure?
I shut up at Alberto and I say, "Alright, we're here now. Seems to be we're in agreement that we need to get this castle. There wasn't enough of us to do it by ourselves, but with your help, we can go get this thing."
Make a persuasion check.
That's not good. Oh, 3.
This is a waste of time.
You're a waste of my time.
You
Get out of here.
small folk have
I bet
no
you
idea
bunch
what
of
it
paper
takes to take on the mortal enemies.
I bet you can't even do it. I bet you couldn't even kill a lady, small little boy.
I'm gonna gesture back up to the king.
Neverember slams his gavel and drink down on the table. Enough out of you! You will speak when spoken to. Now, you there, with the eye patch. He points to you, Dirk. You have the floor.
Well, before I was only somewhat rudely interrupted, the conclusion I would come to is that the castle was last left in the spine of the world before Leonson brought us back here for this lovely meeting. And we have
Leosin
Some of
also
the-
pipes up and says, the heroes also destroyed a dragon hatchery. And at the
I
murmurs
whisper to Alberto, "We did?"
the murmurs grow loud at this. And you can hear like several people having arguments at this notion.
Guys, when did we do that?
It was before you were incepted.
Before you were conceived.
Yeah, before your conception. Yeah, conceived.
You hear Neverember shout over everyone else again. What became of the eggs?
Broke it.
You destroyed dragon eggs.
Yeah.
You hear more murmurs as the crowd chatters together, and he says, we could have sold them and used that gold to hire more mercenaries.
Oh, computer! Oh!
I
Oh,
fix
no!
it.
Ah!
You recognize Taryn Hornblade and Lady Silverhand. They say, we could have used those eggs as ransom.
I'm just gonna say, shoulda, coulda, woulda.
And then a hooded figure steps forward in an emerald green cloak. He takes off his hood, and you also see another figure next to him who also takes his hood off. And you recognize the second hooded figure
Is it my dad?
as Abraham.
Whoa!
Wait, what?
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 You
What?
see the man step forward, and he says, "I am Delan Winterhound."
I run up and hug Alberto. Not Abraham. I run up and hug him.
Alberto hugs himself.
I hug Abraham.
Yar! I don't know.
Does he smell pickly?
He doesn't smell like he's pickled.
What? What happened to you,
The
Abraham?
hole in his head is no longer there.
Well, we would hope.
Deland Winterhound states, "You should never destroy life.
Is Abraham
All
here?
dragons,
My
even chromatic dragons, are part of the natural order, and killing their young upsets the balance of that order." And Abraham, you agree with him. You, of course, met Delan first when he... the story goes that he had been tracking the Cult of the Dragon as well. And his journey brought him to the Karnath Roadhouse, where he met with Greasy Pete. Gristle Pete, sorry. He met with Gristle Pete, who told him of one of the adventurers who were killed by the cult.
Got him right here in his pickle jar.
Using some of his natural magic, he brought your pickled body to one of the ancient trees within the forest of Never Embers. And it was there that you were revived. And he introduced you into the Emerald Enclave, which you are now a part of. So,
Praise the Enclave.
because he saved your life, you feel that it is your duty now, with your new, renewed life, to keep the natural order of nature and civilization, and make sure that there's a balance to that order.
And therefore not be a pirate.
Yeah. And this is the first time you've seen your companions since you died. You were dead for probably, you guess, probably a couple weeks before you were revived.
Do I remember my past?
Yes, you do. You remember dying and then waking up beneath a tree, surrounded by... your body was wrapped in vines and flowers, and
I lean into my team and say, "No one tell them about the pickle jar thing."
And Delan was standing above you.
As I see my old team, my quote unquote friends that left me to die, I ask them,
"Oh, you already dead."
Where is my son?
I run over and hug him.
Oh, I run over and I pull a very previously lonely, but now once again fulfilled Jeff out of my pocket and pass him with great honor back to Abraham.
Oh, my friend. My son.
Jeff immediately jumps from her hands onto your chest and then runs up to your face, and you can feel his tongue licking the side of your face.
I thought of nothing but you. I missed you in these dark days, these dark times.
He continues to just run around your head, like running himself between your hair, just going back and forth across your body.
Abraham just starts to tear up at seeing a bit of light in this dark world, once more renewed in his soul.
I assume that you all know each other, Lord Neverember exclaims.
Maybe just a little.
We were once a close-knit troop before I fell on hard times and your people rescued me.
You got stabbed by a lizard.
I was stabbed by many things, and I stabbed many things in many ways and forms.
Abraham, you don't recognize sorry, you don't recognize the cat man.
Oh.
Also, the lizard wizard, Duke, is missing. And
Oh yes. Where is Duke? Where is my friend?
Oh, he's
While you were busy getting murdered by lizards, he became the god of the lizards.
And
And that's where he is, leading the lizards. He's doing a good job, I hear.
huh.
They rose
Good
up
for him,
against
I
the
guess.
cult frogs.
Oh, and Alberta, or not, sorry, I keep messing this up now too. Abraham, meet Grandsire.
Jansire? Who are you? Man, I am Jansire.
now you know my pain.
Your Lord and Savior, but you may call me Buddy. Okay. And as Abraham, I like to be like, all things need balance, and I like to stab Jansire.
What?
Balance is the way.
Attack roll.
Do you actually try to stab Jansire?
Oh God! All right, I'm going to attempt this.
Okay, make an attack roll with Abraham.
Alright.
Lord.
Oh, I have to.
Oh my god!
I
Abraham
have to revive
Abraham feels a kindred spirit in Jansire, a likewise aura, if you will, and sees it clashing, and knows that there must be balance in the world, and sees that there is a need for conflict here. And I don't know what weapons Abraham has or anything at the moment.
Hold on,
Well,
I'm reactivating Abraham.
Abraham fully reactivated, fully loaded. I love it. Okay.
+1 longsword, so a +5 to hit.
Alrighty.
Oh,
Where's
God.
my? There it is. All right. Abraham quickly draws his longsword. He sees the fear in the tabaxi's eyes, but knows his pain, knows what lies beyond the dark door of death, and says, "Do not worry. Death is not terrifying."
You're doing this in front of
Big ol'
literally
crowd.
Everyone.
The UN.
The UN of Faerun, like all the most powerful people of Faerun, and you've pulled out your sword and are attempting to stab this cat man.
Completely unprovoked.
Your voice is cutting out. Can anyone else hear him?
Nope.
No.
Yeah,
Hello?
it's getting better.
Okay. Maybe.
Nope, it's bad again. It's like an internet connection thing, I think.
Hello. How does that sound? Hello.
Hello.
There you are. You're good.
I desire to jump in between and start smacking all the kneecaps and going, no. Stop it. Young thingamawizzits.
I'm gonna grab Limper by the collar and just say, like, let him work this out.
Make a strength check versus Limper's dexterity check.
Seriously?
Dexterity saving throw, Limper. And for you, Dirk, strength athletics check.
12.
Oof. I have a +5, but I got a 9.
14, yep. Limper, you feel your feet come off the ground as Dirk is holding you up. So then, Abraham...
I didn't mean to pick him up. That's not what I said. I was just holding him there.
Alright, you're holding him still then.
I just wanted to say something to him.
Abraham, what are you doing?
I see.
We still can't hear you, man. It's a robot.
Pew, pew, pew.
Here, I'm gonna kick you, rejoin, okay?
Okay.
How do I kick him?
Van Hammer.
I don't know.
I desire to angry glower. I want to angry glower.
The fuck is that?
You've never seen someone glower before?
I've never heard the word glower before.
I've seen it in books. I've never heard somebody say the word before. I'm kind of confused by listening to.
Fucking nerds. Bunch of nerds, all of you.
Mason, leave and come back. See if that helps.
So much tapping.
So much typing.
I'm sorry, it's the keyboard.
How dare you?
He's muted. But how do I get rid of this? Is he not there? I don't understand. I used to be able to kick him. Now I'm not able to kick him. Hello? Does anyone
You
hear
could
me?
kick him for real if you were here.
I would. Whatever. I used to be able to move him too. I'm no longer king. I can't do it. Well, either way, I don't know. Is he gonna kill Jansire or what? I don't know what's happening.
No, he's not.
No. I want to hold back Abraham.
You don't know that he's attacking him.
I thought he pulled out his sword and went to
He
attack.
did pull out his sword.
Oh, right. We don't know he's attacking. He's just wiling out on our kitty friend.
Someone wanna call them or something?
This is what happens when a person's own characters interact. The world just implodes around them. It's not supposed to happen.
It's unnatural.
It's unnatural is what it is.
Hello. How does
There
that
we
sound?
go. Yeah.
Hello.
Okay, sorry about that. My entire Discord just had a weird brain fart, but.
So are
hopefully this
you
helps.
wreaking havoc upon this noble institution
Okay, so
by unprovocably attacking this kitty man?
despite the massive desire I instantly feel to strike down this personality-less person in front of me, I quickly see the reaction that both my former compatriots and my new tribe both react to, and I slowly, very slowly, put down my sword.
Dirk's gonna look back up at the king and go, okay, that was weird. But back to business, I guess.
Like, I'm not sure if that guy likes me. Meow.
The fuck is what?
It is I, Jansire,
Oh my god, I hate
your
this
lord
already.
and savior. But
This
you
is
can
not
call
meow.
me buddy. Meow.
What the fuck? I do not consent to this whatsoever.
That was you. You did that.
I didn't do that voice.
That was your voice.
Fuck
That's
your face.
literally what everyone else hears every time Jansire speaks.
See, now I'm just tempted to kill him again. You're putting me in a really tough situation here.
Like, this guy's fucking annoying.
Abraham reaches out to Jansire and with one scaly Triton hand and says, "I apologize for my quick and somewhat uncouth reaction. I feel that You and I are not meant to be here together.
Weren't you a pirate the last time I saw you?
I was a pirate, but now I am a man of the Emerald gang, whose name I forgot.
If I may speak now, and Dirk, your girlfriend Dala Silmerhelv stands up.
I give her kind of a hey look.
As you all have probably seen or heard, the cult of the dragon is in possession of the Drakhorn. It's an ancient device used to alert dragons across Faerun and can be heard throughout the continent.
Yo, that sounds lit.
Great events are unfolding, and all the dragons are hearing it clearly, and they will eventually answer its call. And murmurs go across the council. Older Ravengard raises his drink, takes a sip from it, and says, "And how do you know of this ancient device?"
Is that a motorcycle or an actual horn?
Sounded like a didgeridoo.
Oh, sorry. I think that was a motorcycle out my window.
Oh, I literally thought it was a didgeridoo.
Yeah, I thought you were like someone's being funny and blowing. Quick question: is this meeting catered?
Spoken like a true event planner.
No, there doesn't seem to be any food.
Well, where did he get the drink?
You see a servant come. As he finishes his drinks and puts it down, a servant comes by and pours it into his glass immediately.
Hey, wait, can I get some?
Yeah, I hold out my empty drinking flask or my water flask.
You guys are like on a lower floor than him. He's raised up above you.
I'm gonna
I
start
still try to
climbing
do
up.
it. I try to do it.
I'm gonna start climbing up with the empty cup. I want some.
He sticks out a foot and just kicks Alberto down.
Can you at least pour it from the balcony into my cup?
I'm gonna flick Alberto in the nose pretty hard.
It seems that the Drakhorn needs to be found. He looks down to all of you.
I shrug.
Are you up for
No,
another
go ahead.
task?
Yeah. I feel like we kind of owe that one to you.
Yes. Well. And then you hear another voice that you recognize as Ramalia Haventree, the noble that Leosin had mentioned. And she says, "Perhaps we can focus our efforts elsewhere. I am hereby encouraging that the adventurers..." Do you all have a name?
Ooh, we haven't
free
thought of
agent-
this, but
Free
we're
agent.
good.
Free agent 2.
Huh? No, we don't.
What should we call you all?
Have names, but like our group doesn't have a name.
You may call us
just-
Abraham
just-
and his merry men and women.
Just call
Well,
it.
Abraham and you marry men and women.
Woman, thank you.
Woman, sorry.
Singular.
I don't like you.
Dude.
names.
Honestly, honey, I couldn't tell.
Oh, oh
Oh,
shit!
fight!
I push up my sleeves and start cracking my knuckles. death glares all around.
I say we focus our resources on the cult's activities and its most powerful members.
Why do I feel like you're part of the cult?
Don't be ridiculous.
I don't think it would be that ridiculous.
I gesture back to
You
her in the crowd and say,
understand who I am?
"Oh,
I make
Not
an
really,
insight
no.
check to see.
Or who my husband was?
Yeah, well, you know what? Maybe you killed your husband. Was? Doesn't live anymore.
My
Feels like-
husband,
What?
Arthagas Olbrinter, was assassinated by the cult.
That's a funny way to put that you murdered him.
I'm gonna walk
How
up and
dare you? And she stands up, walks over, and slaps Alberto across the face.
Hey, you can't trust anyone nowadays.
I'm gonna politely
Obviously,
nudge
we
Alberto.
cannot trust
Fuck.
you.
Boy, I killed a bunch of cultists. What have you done? Cry that your husband's murdered by you?
I have sworn to destroy the cult and the threat it presents to the Sword Coast.
What a great cover.
Can I interject now?
Sure.
Well, I'm just gonna politely interject and push Dirk Alberto off to the side and look at her and say, "We're good at killing stuff. If you think this can be effective, that's probably the way that we can be the most effective."
Well,
I pat
perhaps
Limper on the head and say, "He doesn't look like much, but he can light a lot of shit on fire really fast."
you said that you slew the Black Worm Speaker of the cult.
We sure did, and we can prove it.
Well, perhaps you can use your talents to slay the next Worm Speaker. Leosin
Ugh.
has reports of the movements of Verum the White.
Are you guys still there?
Yes.
Wait, is that
I'm gonna look back up to the king and ask, "Well, what do you feel about this alternative plan of personnel strikes?"
Well,
Or
either
do you
seems
think the horde is more important?
either seems effective. The horde we can probably track down and use it for our own benefits against the cult. However, I believe the choice is yours. Do you search for the Drackhorn?
Do you have any leads on the Drackhorn?
Dalla, your girlfriend, says, yes. The Drackhorn was last. Uh-oh, I'm in the wrong spot. Sorry. Trying to find the page. The last place that the Drackhorn was seen was far to the north, beyond the spine of the world. In the sea of moving ice. No one can pinpoint its present location from the sound or even verify with certainty that the relic is still in the northern sea. But the search must start there.
that anywhere near Neverwinter?
You'd have to pass Neverwinter to get there.
I'm there. I am there.
The one person who could tell us more is a tiefling sorcerer called Makath the Crimson. No one alive knows more about the Drackhorn than her, but the Arcane Brotherhood which she is also a member, hasn't seen her for 3 years. She was investigating the Sea of Moving Ice when she disappeared.
How big is the Sea of Moving Ice?
1 sea length.
Well, at this point, I'm going to gesture to my very quiet team and say, well, do we want to go after this, or do we just want to assassinate people?
Yeah, assassination sounds kind of like a pain.
Assassination sounds like it requires being sneaky and quiet, and we're
Assassination
bad at
sounds
that.
like I rolled
I'm
disadvantage.
great at that, but
For the first time, Chen speaks and says, "Yeah, we're not great at that stuff."
Yo, let's go to Neverwinter. I heard it's pretty lit there.
was that on the way?
Yeah, it's on the way.
The easiest
Well, if
way to get to the Sea of Moving Ice is obviously by ship.
Wait, so like, will we dock at Neverwinter?
It's possible.
I would like to have a ticket to the Sea of Ice with a layover in Neverwinter.
Yeah.
Is that your final
Ah!
decision? Lord Neverember exclaims.
Shut off.
Say, well, Ben, if you're not going to chime in, then yeah,
Wait, what happened?
we're going on a trip
On our favorite.
in our favorite boating ship
Guys.
to Neverwinter.
But wait, when will? Do we know that the ship's gonna? This is very important to me. Can we get to Neverwinter?
Let me look at a map. Jesus. This one doesn't have the fucking... We must travel to the north.
Yes,
Okay.
person who said that.
Damn it. Nope, that's not. Nope, that's Baldur's Gate. Yeah, I can't find a map at the moment. Sorry.
Well, in that case, why don't we just go to the Sea of the Moving Ice?
It's settled then. We shall provide you with all that you need to be outfitted for this travels.
Sweet. Right?
Take your time to gather your supplies, everything you might need. And when you return, we shall have a second session of the Council of Waterdeep in order to decide what actions must be taken next. All those in favor, say aye. And with a resounding unanimity, I don't know if that's a word, the council agrees. Now,
Looking at this map, it totally looks like we have to stop by Neverwinter.
possibly.
Post it.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Alright, so where do we go to be supplied?
So a uh, a concierge approaches you once the council is adjourned, and he begins to tell you of the ship that you guys will be sailing on. The ship is called Frost Skimmer, and it's captained by the human male known as Larusta Halfface.
What about gear?
They say that cold weather gear will be supplied.
What about weapons and armor?
That you may see the different vendors of Waterdeep for. And
So they're not giving us weapons and
And-
armor. We just have to go buy shit.
and you shall be reimbursed
Ooh.
if the council deems it necessary to your
Oh,
travels.
come on. All right. Then I say we go to the swankiest of shops because we haven't shopped in forever. And get some goodies.
I actually know where the most bestest forge guy in the city is, and I take him to the forge that we went to after Dirk won.
We went to him. Oh yeah, we did go to him afterwards, and I failed to get a sponsorship deal. All right, we go to that guy.
Okay.
Hey, yo, 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 what's up?
Oh God, I was hoping you would die.
I politely greet the forge master
Hello,
and say,
champion.
"Hello. We're looking to buy some pretty good gear today. What do you have as far as longswords go?"
He looks at your longswords and the
There's one nice one and one gnarly one.
yeah, he says, well, I can definitely give you an improvement on this one. This looks like it was made by smashing rocks together. Where did you get this?
I gesture to my nice one and say, "Yeah, I know it's pretty ugly, but I found it in a fucking dragon pile." So,
He takes the nice one from your hands and he says, "This is a superb weapon. Has a nice
yeah, and
balance to it."
I'm looking to upgrade.
Well, upgrade this one or this one, and he picks up your shitty longsword that you've had since your time in the woods.
Wait, could he get things up to purple quality or even blue?
He might be able to.
Does he not have anything just for sale?
Made right now, I can match the quality of this sword here. He gestures to the nice sword. And he says, but if you want something of higher quality, then
yes, now we're talking.
That would be a custom order. It would take quite a bit of time.
What's quite a bit of time?
I'm not sure if I have the materials.
We got somewhere to be. We're trying to save the world here, man. You don't understand.
Well, like I said, the materials required to make a nicer item, it takes time to get a hold of. Plus labor. I don't know if you know this, but it takes a while to make a art piece. But I do have this longsword here. And he holds up a, he pulls one of the swords off the walls. And it's like your katana, but the blade is like an onyx black. It'd be considered a +1 longsword.
Do you only have the one of them?
Would you require more? How many swords do you need?
Don't question me. How much for this one?
Sorry, I'm looking up prices of magic items.
Oh, what?
Oh.
Spoilers.
Magic.
Nope, that's not it. That's not it. Nope. Oh, come on. I know there's a table somewhere.
While he's looking up the prices, I'm also going to ask if he can upgrade my armor or sell me better armor.
What kind of armor do you have?
I have... What the hell is it? Plate. Heavy armor.
Sorry, I'm just... I need to have, like, the fucking player handbook out for this shit. I'm trying to find... do you guys want to talk about other things while I search for this stuff?
I want armor too.
God damn it. Why don't you guys discuss things that need to be discussed between the group? Like your name.
We should buy healing potion.
Oh yeah, what are we gonna... We need to think of a name.
Scallywag! No longer.
No.
Answer.
I will inside.
Maybe we should name the team after Spurt in his honor.
Yes! Burn the boy!
The Spurts?
That sounds so
Spurts
good.
gang?
Spurts.
Spurts Battalion.
I like that. First Battalion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Nay.
What?
I'm a Nate.
I'll come up with something better.
Spurts McGurts.
I like that one.
I don't.
Stop coming up with things you hate!
Why can I not find this shit?
I guess it's free.
That's definitely not right. Okay. So it is technically uncommon. So he says about 500 gold for the longsword.
I say, how about 300 gold and 2 of my swords?
Make a persuasion check.
Natural 20.
Although they're crude, the metal is fine. You have a deal.
What a negotiator.
Sweet.
Wow.
So I
So
plop
you-
the 300 down,
And you
look at
give
my
him your
swords
2
longingly,
longswords.
knowing that this is a deep moment, but it is time to move on. And I place them gingerly on his table.
Alright, and you can add another +1 longsword to your inventory as he hands you the onyx black blade.
I look at it and say, this is an interesting looking sword. Is there anything interesting about it that I should know about?
Yes, it kills things.
Awesome. That's what I got it for.
Alright.
And Dirk is broke.
So I'm adding another longsword for you. And then I have to customize it because you have the insignia of claws, right?
Yep. Now how about that armor?
Armor, so you have plate armor right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What are you looking to get?
An upgrade if possible, but I'd also like to know if there's anything immediately available to just buy.
Well, in order to buy...
Just whatever I can do to increase my armor class.
There is... Do you enjoy plate armor?
Yeah, it works.
Well, I do have, one other set of plate, but it's made from mithril.
Meaning,
Mithril is light and flexible, but also a strong metal.
Wait, Dirk, if it's heavy armor, Dirk can wear it, right?
He's a fighter, so he can wear heavy armor.
I thought he only had, like,
Now, fighters can wear all armor.
I want to look
Nope.
at the mythical armor.
So,
will that increase my armor class, bottom line?
no, but it will allow you to move more freely,
Dibs.
and it won't make as much noise as the armor you're wearing now.
Dibs, how much?
So, normally you would get disadvantage on dexterity checks for your having heavy armor, but with the mithril plate, you will no longer have disadvantage on dexterity.
Was I supposed to be
stealth
doing
checks.
that
Yes,
this
you were.
entire time?
Yes.
Well, I guess Dirk really isn't that stealthy. But if I get this, it'll just be how I've been playing this entire time.
I'd like to buy that.
2,000 gold.
Oh, fuck you. I walk out.
Were you all expecting handouts?
I politely thank the man, sheath my sword on my back holster, and walk out.
Okay. You walk out. Alright. So. where are we at now?
I'm going to buy some health potion.
Health potions? Okay.
I follow him.
Alright. You guys follow. You make your way to a alchemist vendor. And what are you guys? It's a familiar tabaxi man. Why, hello. It's great to see you all again.
Oh god, not this asshole again.
Especially you, my dear. May I say that necklace on you looks ravishing.
Anyone else want me speaking spells?
Hey, one sec.
The wireless network hooked me up with the wireless. Cell. Anyone? Anything?
Hello?
Hello?
I want health
Hello?
potion.
It's harder to hear you, my dear. You must speak up.
I would like some health potion.
Oh, health potions. Well, which kind would you like?
The healing kind.
Well, there's many types. Would you like your standard potion of healing, or potion of greater healing, superior, or supreme?
How much is supreme?
Oh, supreme is very rare. You're looking at about, let's say,
Alice's computer cut out. Did you say anything?
you're looking at about 10,000 gold.
Holy. Okay, how about a step under that?
So for a supreme healing potion, you're looking at about... He pulls out an abacus and begins to move it around. This one, D10. Where is it? There it is. 3,000 gold.
Alright, I'll go a step under that.
Okay, potion of greater healing. Looking at about 500 gold.
Yeah, fuck this. I walk out.
Wow. Was
How
there
much
any-
for a standard one?
a standard potion of healing? 50 gold.
Yeah. 50?
Yeah.
I'll take 2.
All right. You hand over 100 gold pieces, and you can add to yourself 2 potions of healing. Of which you already have 4. How do you have
Oh.
so many potions of healing?
Good question. But I do.
I am going to be right back.
Make an investigation check, Limper. $17. Of those magic items you've listed, you find a bag of holding and a ring of spell storing. Just those 2. But buying them is up to you. Do you have a Unmute yourself. Just talk. Ah, I see. Was there anything else anyone else wanted? Abraham, with your new life?
I mean, I'm pretty set. Abraham just knows how to survive. I mean, not even death can stop Abraham.
Abraham is also level 5 still.
Ah, fuck, really?
Yeah.
Ah.
But he will level up faster than everyone else.
Alright. Well, in that case, with my with my limited resources, I guess I would also like to see if I can't grab a potion of healing. That sounds quite useful.
50 gold, my good sir.
50 gold sounds fantastic. Let me just,
Meow. You know what? Why don't I get that for you? I feel like we got off on the wrong foot, meow. And Jansar slides over 50 gold.
Thank you, Sir Tabaxi. Sorry for trying to kill you earlier. And I gratefully take the lent gold.
Yes, well... It seems that you and this group have a lot of history.
No more history than average, but me and this little guy, and I quickly pulled Jeff out of my front pocket. Yeah, we're family.
How cute.
Bitch, we adorable.
But... there must be... It must be nice to be tethered down to something.
I mean,
I myself was I was a traveling musician when I ran into this bunch.
what convinced you to stick around?
I'm not sure. It wasn't because I was a good fighter, because I'm pretty lousy at it,
Yeah,
as
I bet.
history shows.
Well, maybe that's something that you and I share in common.
Okay.
Death is an old friend.
Well, tell you what. Take this as a gift, and he hands you over the rest of his gold. I think it's
Damn.
I think it's time for me to hit the road again.
Really? So we're just parting ways very conveniently right here. All right. Well,
Don't tell the others. I feel like an Irish goodbye is in order here.
I strongly doubt they'll care. Thank you for the gold. Goodbye.
And Jansire pulls out a lute and begins to play and walk away.
Oh, hear me now. Oh, the parting glass. I spent it in good company.
And
All right.
Jansire becomes deactivated.
Yay! How much money did he give me?
He gave you 65
turned
gold.
12 ago. Oh boy, I can't wait to see our good friend out. Sorry. Oh, here. I can't wait to see our good friend Jansire.
Yeah, I hope Jansire plays me my favorite song.
You guys approach the storefront, and Jansire's nowhere to be seen or heard.
Jansire?
Yes?
Jansire?
Oh, shit. Right, I'm not Jansar anymore. That took all of 3 seconds.
Jansire, where are you?
Jansire?
It seems Jansire has left and is not to return. But have no fear, your old friend Abraham is here.
I cared about him so much.
I like Jansire.
Aww.
Well, believe me when I say he did not care about you guys in the slightest.
I feel like that's an over-exaggeration from someone
We
who
were
lies
best
alive.
friends.
I feel like your face is an
We
over-exaggeration.
were such good friends. We stayed up late at night talking about cool bard stuff that none of the other people in the party would have understood.
I feel like that's just a bold-faced lie.
Plus, Jansire's probably the only reason you guys didn't die while you were fighting Resmir.
Exactly. He was so important to
He
us.
was way more useful than the fish guy who just
Nice
kind of
stories.
died.
Don't worry, guys. Now we can talk about cool things like piracy.
Oh,
Who wants to talk about being a pirate? Yar.
What does Abraham even do? It's been a while.
Well, I was a fishman with a lizard son, and then I became kind of a cult member. And,
Wait,
I don't know.
so you're
Now I'm whatever the hell I want to be.
You're part of the cult we're trying to kill.
I mean, not the... No, I mean, the semantics. Music got really cheery there for that kind of moment.
As you all are going on, Limper, you've made your way through the city and found yourself in a magic item store. Hello,
Okay,
good sir. I almost didn't notice you down there. Welcome to my warehouse. What can I get for you?
hello, sir. I was on the wares for magical wares, and I was wondering if you might have a bag of holding or a ring of spell storing.
A bag of holding I have for sure. A ring of spell storing. Let me get one of my assistants to take a look in our bag. Oh, Fredo, come here. And a little gnome walks up wearing a pointy hat, and he says, Fredo, this gentleman here is looking for a ring of spell storing. Can you check the inventory? And Fredo just nods his head and walks through a tiny door. He'll just be a minute. But that bag of holding, is there a specific color you're looking for?
No, sir. Just something that might be unobtrusive to the eye.
Purple!
Purple.
Well, I have this nice fuchsia.
Okay.
That might be a bit gaudy for my purposes. Do you have anything more subdued?
Yes, I guess if you want to be boring, I do have a gray leather.
I don't look at it as boring, my good sir. I just not drawing attention to myself.
Yes, well, I guess being so small, that is what you're used to.
This is true.
So, let me see here. With all the nooks and crannies, a bag of holding is gonna run you about 400 gold.
Okay. And then
he passes out he reaches out with his hand for the payment.
I will have to I'm just doing a little bit of shopping around. So I have to just make one other quick stop, and then I'll be deciding if I want the bag or not.
Okay.
My apologies.
Would you like to put a down payment of sorts to hold the bag of holding? See what I did there?
I do. What kind of a down payment would you be looking for?
Oh, let's see. 10%, maybe 40 gold.
That may be doable. I'll have to think on it a moment. Just determining between that and if you have the ring.
As you are talking, Fredo comes from the back, and he brings out a box, which he opens and shows to the storekeeper, and in it is a golden piece of metal that is wrapped so that it forms two bands that can slip over a couple of your fingers. And he says, yes, a ring of spell storing. This one here, you're looking at around 4,000 gold pieces.
Oh, that is a little steeper than I thought it would be.
Yes, where it is a rare item.
This is fair. I'd like to go ahead and put the down payment on the bag of holding, please.
All right, 40. He takes your 40 gold. So that will be 360 gold pieces when you return for it.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so my plan had been to ask the mage people if they could teach me anything.
Depends on the spells you want to learn. If you head towards the library, you'd be able to find some of the high mages there.
Yeah, that was my hope.
Okay, so what type of spell are you trying to learn?
I am looking at that right now. Uh, like Resilient Sphere, or Fire Shield, or Control Water, Dimensional Door. What is tongues?
You said control water?
Yeah, tongues 2. That's level 3.
So control water is level 4. Can you type out what you're looking for?
Yeah, 1 second. Sorry.
You said tongues?
Yeah. Here, I'm gonna break it up by level 1 second. If you go to somebody else for a minute, I'll type them all out.
Okay. Dirk and the boys. Did you guys decide on a group name yet?
I don't think we did.
We can postpone it.
Forever.
I feel like that group chat thing over the next week.
Indefinite postponement.
Okay. Was there anything else you guys wanted to do in the city of Waterdeep?
Find Thunderfeet.
You head to the stables where Leosin took Thunder feet before. Make an investigation check.
Oh boy.
See a horse on a spittle being cooked.
What's 15?
You ask one of the stable boys about you say Thunderfeet especially.
Well, I described my Thunderfeet. Brown Pinto.
We get a lot of those, miss. I hope it's not the one we sent to the glue factory.
I take out my dagger and stick it into the table.
Oh wait,
What?
We'll look for your horse, don't worry. When was the last time you were here?
How long has it been?
It's been a while.
It's probably
Yeah.
been a month and a half to 2 months.
About a month or two, I would say. Time's kind of
And who is making the payments?
I think I left a hefty chunk of money.
Could you
To take care
mute
of.
yourself while you do this, Kevin?
I do remember leaving a hefty sum of gold behind to help pay for.
Okay. And he's like, let me go take a look at our brown pintos. And he goes into the stable. You wait around for about 20 minutes, and the stable boy comes back with 2 horses. Are there these your horse?
What should I roll for?
Make a perception check.
Perception. What's your deception?
14.
14.
Yes.
The one on the right is unmistakably Thunderfeet.
Yay! I run up to Thunderfeet.
Make an animal handling check.
Actually, can I instead cast Beast Bond?
What does Beast Bond do?
I establish a telepathic link with one beast that I touch that is friendly to you or charmed by you. So yeah, well, never mind. I guess I do need to do animal handling
Make
check
an
first.
animal handling check first, yeah.
All right. 15?
15. Thunderfeet lowers his head and nuzzles against you.
Oh.
Oh.
Do you cast Beast Bond now?
Yes.
Oh,
I
hey
knew
there, Shay!
Oh my god.
Uncast it. Uncast that right now.
I uncast.
Kill it with fire.
Nay! Nay!
Yeah, so I'm like very excited. Hello, Thunderfeet. How have the last few months been treating you?
So you kept Beast Bond out?
Yeah, I kept it. I didn't
jeez.
cast it.
Why did I make this
I
choice?
jokingly said I would.
Tastes
but I
like
didn't.
right now.
Well, it's been great here. They've been giving me all
God.
types of hay. What does a gay horse eat?
What is a gay whore indeed? That's a good question.
A gay horse eats hay.
That's racist.
What?
Gayest. I don't know.
Abraham feels this like weird feeling in his loins, sniffs the air, and says, "I sense Thunderfeet."
What took you so long to come down back here?
I thought we would be coming back much sooner. It took a while.
Well, you're not leaving me behind anymore, right?
Oh.
I will make sure that I do not leave you behind.
Okay,
And
then where's our next adventure?
How do you feel about boats?
I feel great about boats. Also, what's a boat?
You know that grassy field that you got lost in when I first got you?
Uh-huh.
It's like that, except for it's water.
Okay.
Then you like are on a door shaped like the trough that you drink out of, and it keeps you from being in the water. That's a boat.
I think I have a perfect understanding now.
Oh god.
I aim to please.
And I aim to please you, master.
Oh.
Wait, what?
Oh my goodness. I just realized. Okay, only for an hour. Never mind. All right, I thought I had a really good idea for keeping Thunderfeet with me at literally all times, but polymorph only lasts an hour. All right, I'm happy now, and I take Thunderfeet back to my home.
Okay. You ride Thunderfeet through the streets of Waterdeep back to your friends.
Woo!
Shay Yom arrives back with the thing.
I'd like to walk up to the horse and like pat it very slowly and be like, "Hello, old friend."
Ooh,
Hello?
stranger danger.
Thunderfeet doesn't remember you.
Oh, don't worry, he will.
Limper. You can take yourself off mute now. You do find a high mage who knows the spells Lightning Bolt and Tongues.
Okay.
But in order to teach you those, he would charge. Let's see, they're both 3rd level. He would.
Because so if I learned them from, or if I asked Tarn Thunderspell's Hornblade, or where was the other person? The Lady Laurel Silverhand.
Oh, those nobles went back to their wherever they're staying in Waterdeep.
Yeah, but we're in Waterdeep, right?
Yes, you are, but they went off with their people, to wherever they were staying. Once the council dispersed, everyone just went their separate ways.
Yes, but so my thought process was, if it possible, because since I'm on a mission for the council, if I'd be able to ask them to assist with teaching or contribute to the cause, something like that, as fellow mages.
I would say make an investigation check to even see if you find out where they are.
Okay, 25.
Holy shit! All right, yeah, you're able to track down one of the one of them. Let me roll to see which one. Real quick. It is. See, I need to look at my notes because this is fucking too many people.
Yeah, you rattled off 12 names.
Yeah, I know. It's because I'm good like that. God, what's his name? Oh, yes. You find Tarn, Thunderspell's Hornblade. He's currently staying in the. He's currently staying in the Sacred Citadel in Waterdeep. And using your status as one of the heroes, you find your way into his presence. And this man you're looking at, you're not sure where his face begins and the wrinkles end.
Oh, I like him already.
He is an ancient looking man, much older than what a natural human should live.
I'm a fan. I just want to say, good evening, sir. How's it going?
What? Who's there? Come closer, I can't see your face.
I want to hobble closer.
Son, I said get closer. You're standing like a mile away.
You fucking from New Jersey or something?
I want to get relatively close, and then I'll apologize. I want to say, I'm sorry, Lord. I am only a gnome.
Oh, shit, my bad. I thought you were just off in the distance. Didn't realize you were that small.
It's a little of both. Not a problem at all.
Oh, what can I help you with, my son?
Well, as we're prepping for the next mission to go find the horn,
Yes,
I was wondering if you could assist me with learning any new spells for the trip.
Oh, new spells. You don't get to my age without knowing a few spells. You know what I mean?
I do. As a man of advanced,
You know
a
what's
gnome
the
of
most
advanced years
dangerous
myself.
spell?
Copying Miracle Max, the miracle worker.
Do you know what the most dangerous spell is, son?
No, I don't.
A woman's fucking scorn. Never forget that.
I won't, sir.
Spells. What are you trying to learn? What do you need?
And I want to just tell him the list that I just told you. Like, if you happen to know any of those, you may.
Shit, man!
Please free, sir.
That's way too many to learn at one time.
No, not all of them. But if I wasn't sure what you specialized in.
Pick two. Well, you think you? I don't become a legendary spell. A legendary mage. They call me thunder spells, for goodness sake. You think I don't know this shit? At my age. Which ones do you want? Which ones do you want to know? Okay. Okay.
Tongues and fire shield mostly.
Alright, so you... Oh, God. How much time you got? Aren't you supposed to be going on some adventure?
Yes, but we have time to outfit.
What does that mean? A day? 2 days?
I would think we have a few days.
Okay, well, if you have a few days, it's gonna take the majority of tomorrow to learn both of these. You understand me?
I understand.
Okay. Now, first lesson. Go get me a coffee.
Okay. And I wanna go get him the coffee.
Alright, and you run off. And, Thunderspell, you spend the next, 3 days with thunder spells, mostly doing mundane tasks, like running to go get his coffee, massaging his feet, doing all these things that he's telling you to do in order to become a great wizard. And eventually, on the 3rd day, you guys spend about 6 hours, and he teaches you both tongues and fire shield. But it's gonna cost you 150 in supplies. It would cost you about 200 gold, we'll say, in supplies.
How many silver is it per gold?
10 silvers per gold.
Okay. I think I have some gems. Let me check my notes. Okay, so I still have a bunch of supplies. So can you run that by me one more time, just the amounts?
200 gold about total.
Okay, I pass that over.
Yeah, so you go throughout town, you get your supplies of parchment and ink in order to write your spells, and you transcribe both those spells into your spellbook.
Thank you.
All right. And now, a few days has passed. Bless you. The frost skimmer is ready in port. And you all gather at the docks, where you meet Captain LaRusta. You see before you a man, human man. Wait, hold up. I need to look up just in case.
Hello, you.
I just had this. Oh yeah. A human man, wearing some heavy, thick furs. The right. Kevin, you can mute yourself again. The right half of his face is left a scarred ruin from what you assume to be severe frostbite. But he keeps most of it under a leather hood that he draws across his face.
Does he by any chance have a cane made out of a dragon bone?
No.
Aw.
That is Sir Istavel.
I thought he was the same dude.
Nope. This is LaRusta Halfface.
I'm gonna politely greet him and ask about how we were told we'd receive reimbursement. I'm gonna show him my sword and say, I bought this sword that's worth 500 gold pieces.
Make a deception check.
But I'm not lying.
That's what they all say.
You said you bought it for 500, right?
No, I said I bought this sword that costs 500.
Okay, make a persuasion check.
Oh, come on. That's a 10.
A 10?
Yeah.
He tosses you a coin bag.
And how much is in it?
5,000 gold pieces.
Okay. I politely say thank you and pocket it.
Is this everyone?
Yeah.
Yes, that's for all the reimbursements. That's what the council provided.
Oh. Okay. Then. Who spent what? I say to the team.
Limper asked for the 400 gold pieces for his bag of holding.
Alright, I give him the 400.
I spent 50 GP on a health potion.
Then you get the 50, that's 450.
I have everything I could ever need, and I hug Thunderfeet.
Oh. Wait till she needs to feed him.
No horses on board, ma'am.
Oh.
They're bad luck. Unless that's food for the crew.
This
Well-
isn't a horse, and minor illusion Thunderfeet to look like a very large S.
A very large what?
Or no, like a Trojan horse, so like made out of wood.
Ma'am, I clearly just saw you turn that into a wooden horse. It's clearly still a horse.
Kill the horse! Kill the horse!
Oh! Is there any ghosts?
Where we are going, that horse will not survive a day.
Oh.
We're going to an ice desert. We have the cold weather gear for you all. But most of the traveling we're doing on foot, using snowshoes.
Oh.
They don't make snowshoes for horses.
Oh.
Have you ever thought about enchanting something for the horse?
I don't have the ability to enchant myself, but
We're in Waterdeep.
Oh wait, are we going to Waterdeep?
We're in Waterdeep.
Wait, what?
Wait, no.
Oh shit, I meant Neverwinter.
No, we're not stopping in Neverwinter.
I
We're
burned the
going
book.
Oh my god.
You
Is there
burned the what?
anything that I can purchase that would make Thunderfeet the size of a cat?
You'd probably have to ask Pacha.
Is there any time to go back to Pacha?
We're supposed to leave by tonight.
It won't take all day.
Just be back here before the sun falls.
Will do.
Take a seat and I hit my goal.
Alright, as you hit the jewel, it takes you about 30 minutes to get back into town where you find Pacha's shop.
Hello, good sir.
Hello, my dear. It's great to see you again.
I was wondering if you by any chance had any kind of thing that could make my horse about the size of a cat.
I see you're close with this animal.
Yes, I've left him. I've left him behind before, and I do not want to do that again.
I do have one item. And he pulls out this a bracelet with a large amethyst stone centered in it. It's this bangle that's made of silver, and inlaid in the middle, about 3 inches in diameter, is this amethyst stone.
Ooh.
And he says, "This is a holding gem. Your companion can live in this gem where it is comfortable, and you can carry him around until you call him out again."
Sounds like prison and isolation.
Can people go in there?
What was that? Who's there?
Sorry, my friend got a shiny rock that sometimes interferes with the wavelength with the sending stone. How much would it be for me just to get the pendant from it to add to my sending stone necklace?
To get the what?
Just the amethyst, like not the silver necklace itself, to add to the sending stone necklace that I already have.
Just the enchanted stone itself.
Correct.
2,000 gold pieces.
Goodness.
It's a very rare item here.
What if I were to trade this cloak for it?
Trade the what?
Cloak. My purple billowing cloak.
The cloak of bellowing.
Yes.
1,950.
Ugh. I unfortunately have not gotten paid for a lot of my hero work, so I don't have the gold, unfortunately.
Somewhere off in the distance, Dirk shudders.
Shudder.
At the mention of gold and the party and stuff.
Yeah, I'm just down here by the boat, waiting on my friend. Wondering how she's doing.
Ice Ending Stone, message everyone. Does anyone have a lot of gold that I can borrow for take out a loan or something?
I don't hear anything. I'm just looking at my cool shiny rock. Not just waiting.
How much do you need?
I have 700.
Abraham, you don't hear it either. The only people that hear it are Limper and Alberto. And who else had one?
I think Bjorn had.
Oh yeah, Bjorn walked off with one. So you hear through the stone, just what the hell?
I know Jansar didn't have a rock, but I thought Abraham did.
I think they took it off your dead body.
Ah,
Did
thieves.
Jansire walk off with one too?
I think
No, Jansar didn't have one.
Alberto has one, but Alberto's in the other room.
Okay, never mind. You're on your own.
Yeah, Alberto's just hitting his jewel.
Yeah.
So Limper hears it, but yeah. So, but point of order, Dirk, you divvied out the gold to people, like the 400 GP to Limper and the 50 to
I gave-
Alberto.
Yes.
Okay. And then you just kept the rest for yourself?
Yes.
Okay.
No, I asked him to divvy it up, but he didn't respond.
I didn't hear you.
That's because you don't
What?
read the chat.
Well, the rest of us have working mics.
You keep asking me to mute myself because of my keys. I'm trying to be.
When I was doing it up, I gave the 400 and the 50, and then no one said anything else.
Yeah, I asked about divvying up the rest when we were all as a group in front of the ship.
Well, I didn't see that.
Could we retroactively divvy it up? Bleh, divvy it up?
Well, we're not all together now.
Retroactive.
That's what's retroactively.
Then I'll hold on to it for now. Oh. I thought you meant like once we're all back all together. Yeah, okay. So that game left me with 4,550. I'm taking my 500. So that leaves 4,050.
Split between Alberto, Chen, Dirk, Shay, Limper, and are you guys sharing with Abraham or?
I would want to, if nobody's opposed.
Yeah. Part of the group now.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 then? Divided by 6? 4,050 divided by 6?
Yep.
Which comes out to about 675 gold pieces for each of you.
675. Okay. I pass it around.
Okay.
Now I gotta do math. Fuck. Because I just added that to my 4,550 to my inventory.
Alright, so
Woo.
now I would like to start.
You can subtract 3,875, Dirk.
3,785.
3,875.
Thank you.
Okay. Shay.
Alright. I would like to start negotiating with Pacha.
I could do 2,000.
You started with.
Yes.
That's not negotiating.
Well, what else do you have to offer, my dear?
Well, I'm just trying to get you to lower your price a little bit. You know, I am a repeat customer that I've spent plenty here in the past.
Well, we could do some exchanging. Do you have anything worthwhile on you?
I had there.
You thought you had what?
Bagpipes. Oh, I'm proficient bagpipes. I don't actually have bagpipes. Okay. Let's see. You know, I am a great bard that's known of, that people know of in places. If I were to sign this flute and give it to you, it would be worth plenty.
Make a persuasion check.
Alright.
Or would this be deception? I think this would be deception.
Should I roll a performance check to see how well I'm known and see if it has to be deception or persuasion? No.
It's probably deception because you don't believe yourself to be the greatest bard.
I didn't
We
say
believe
it was
in you,
great,
Shay.
I said I was well known in places. Okay, alright, deception.
You don't have
17?
any other. You don't have any other magical items or anything for trade?
Well, I have my cloak.
Yes.
I have the ruby sending stone necklace I had purchased from you previously.
Yes.
I have my loot,
Mm-hmm.
which you can have a custom signature for if you'd like.
You haven't found any magical weapons or potions or anything of that sort?
I have been hanging on to this potion. Potion inside.
Oh my god. Are you joking? Honey, you could buy the store with this thing.
Oh.
That's worth at
Buy the
least...
store. Buy the store and get all the magical items.
I would like to buy the store. Giant size, leave the party.
Hey, what is this thing?
Campaign.
This type of potion is legendary, my dear.
Ooh.
No. You can literally own everything in the store. You should buy the store.
It's the potion of giant size limper. I would love to buy.
I mean, it was a bit of a hyperbole, but many of
We're just
these
starting our creativity to
many of these items you can own. That potion is worth at least 200,000 gold pieces.
Oh damn!
What is this potion?
Potion of giant size.
Of what?
Giant size.
Giant size.
I got that.
All right. Well, I won't buy your store, but I will sell you this potion.
Oh, gosh. Well, I have a friend who's an
Don't worry,
expert
I
on
have-
these things. Let me call him in so he can take a look at it.
A friend with very specific skills.
So it takes about an hour or two, but his friend comes, and he does indeed verify that it is a potion of giant size. So Pacha comes back to you and he says, "Look, I have to make a profit off this thing. I'll give you 180,000 gold pieces."
Ooh.
180,000 gold pieces.
And the what?
And the pendant that I was originally coming in to purchase.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. 19.
19?
Yes.
Let's see what Pacha rolls. You have a deal, my dear.
Woo!
So it takes him a couple more hours, but he's able to remove the amethyst stone from the bracelet and attach it to your pendant. So now that the ruby lays atop the amethyst on your necklace.
Dope.
And then you get 180,000 gold pieces. If you could remove the potion of giant size, though.
Alright, that. Alright, and then how should I just edit the name of the Ruby Sending Stone necklace?
Yeah, just do a custom edit.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright.
And eventually... Now with... Pacha looks at you. He brings out this chest of gold. And he says, "This is a bit conspicuous. Would you like to purchase a bag of holding?"
Oh, I would love to purchase a bag of holding.
400 gold, my dear.
I think I can part.
All right. With your new wealth, you buy a new bag of holding as well.
Woo!
Yeah, you've been hoarding that potion for a while.
Yeah,
Why was that so special?
Because it's one of the most rare potions in the world. Literally
Does it
makes
just
you
make
the
you big?
size makes you the size of a giant.
um,
And
I don't know why we haven't utilized that.
increases your strength and everything like that.
How cool would Giant Dirk have been? Would have wrecked some shit.
I added bag of in my
You
inventory.
probably could have gone toe to toe with the dragon by yourself.
Remember my idea about...
Does it make my swords giant too?
It does.
Everything you own.
Alright, I would like to go back to the party though,
Okay.
and I would like to give everybody in the party 2,000 gold.
1,000?
2,000.
2,000 gold to everyone.
Aren't you
Yeah.
nice?
And there's 6 of us total, so that's 5,000 that I'm giving out. Or 10,000.
Yes. 12,000.
I want to say thank you.
10,000. Yeah.
Yes, likewise.
You know,
Also,
you can
Abraham's
just say it.
coffers are blowing up this week. Hells yeah.
370.
2,000 gold.
Ryan, how much gold did you
I
get?
did think that I got away with that 5,000 for a bit though.
Ryan, how much of that? Like that.
You sound like shit, man. I
Kevin.
can't understand.
Stop.
Kevin, just talk instead of typing.
Yeah, it's like we can hear you typing. You could just talk.
Okay, well, I was trying to be, like, not talking over people. Shay, any chance you want to help a boy
You're
out
typing
with...
over people.
You want to... you want to help a boy out with that, ring of spell holding?
Can I have more than one creature in my holding necklace?
You haven't tried it out yet.
Oh.
You probably need an hour to attune to it.
Okay. Do I still have time to do that then? Oh, do I actually need to add it as a special item so it'll attune?
Yeah. We'll have to create a one.
Okay.
that,
Do that in a bit.
yeah. I'm trying to get back because I realize I have to add to Chen's gold since he's not here.
How much you get that stipend that Ryan had?
So it was a total of 2,675 gold, right?
Yeah, I want to say it was like 300. 600. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That sounds right.
Bad. Oh, about it was answered. It was answered.
Asked and answered.
I think Limber wants to get a ring of spellbind.
Yeah.
Spell binding circle.
I still can't afford it.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna take Limper with me. We'll go back to Pop's place.
It's okay. It's at the magic shop, but it's okay.
Okay.
That was my, like, Hail Mary.
So, like, I feel like I'm never going to be able to burn through this much money, so I might as
I mean, if you're trying to spend it, it's at the magic shop.
Yeah.
I will
How much
share
was
it.
Total again?
It was 4K.
Yeah, let's go in on that.
Woo! One. Mm-hmm. That's fair. That's fair.
Them's the rules.
And you said it was 4,000 gold? Wait.
So since I'm reading the thing right now, just to make sure I read it all correctly. So since we're buying it and not finding it, does it still have 1d6? Okay. Yeah, but it looked like you get to decide what the first set are. Oh, clean slate. Okay. Then just 5. Okay. Yeah, no, that's totally fair. Shay, so the rule for the spell says that any creature that is touching it can put the spell in there.
Okay.
So we can mix and match. Like if we wanted to put, I don't know if we could do this, but we could put a Liam's tiny hut in or something.
I was just thinking the same thing.
Then we could have like an instant tiny hut, and
Yeah.
you wouldn't have to worry about running out of spell slots because I could have an instant tiny hut
Dope.
as one option.
I like that option.
So yeah. But we're going to be on a boat going for a distance.
Okay. So there will be plenty of time to cast it on the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's. I'm sure that we'll have a free minute on the boat. Unless this is. Yeah.
I set the ship on fire.
Damn it, Alberta.
Done with your shit?
Totally thought that would work. All right, let's get on.
Okay.
I get on the boat.
So I'm going.
And fire. Got it. Read that book. It was all right.
So can I?
Night, you mean?
My
your
God, I can hear the
mom?
lawyers now.
Aw.
And we end it there. Good job, everybody.
With thunder feet